Today's day 32. I'm talking today about a concept I call conjuring the they. So I noticed something about myself several years ago, and that was I've never been one to really care what other people think too much, but I did notice that throughout life I've had episodes where I compare myself. I worry about what they are thinking. So I conjured up this imaginary they that doesn't really exist. But I think that there's people out there that actually care about what I'm doing right now. And most people really don't. So I think everybody does this. We all think we're rock stars in our own mind. We all think that there's hundreds of people out there really thinking about us or thinking about what we're doing right now or judging us in some way. We walk into it down a street or walk into a group of people and we think that everybody's thinking about us. When in reality, probably not. I mean, maybe for a moment we'll catch their attention, but that's very fleeting and temporary. Pretty soon they're back to their normal course, which is thinking about themselves like everybody else does. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. There are people like Jesus who cared only about others, maybe, or Mother Teresa or Gandhi or somebody like that. But even they probably had their own worries and concerns about what they thought of them. So this is not necessarily horrible. This can actually be a good thing. I mean, obviously, if I'm going to participate in society, something needs to stop me from doing stuff that would get me ostracized, right? Unless I'm engaging specifically in an act of civil disobedience. Generally, I want to maintain social norms because people will reject you, and that's not good. I mean, humans are individuals, true, but humans also live in societies, and in order for us to thrive and even survive, we need each other. So naturally there's going to be a mechanism within our minds to kind of filter or at least help us be aware that some of our actions may have an impact on others and may be perceived negatively. So the thought here is not completely bad. I think it's natural. Everybody goes through this process of thinking about the they. However, when the they becomes so escalated in your mind that every time you go to do something or try to do something or attempt to do something new, you're thinking about what they think, then you've got an issue. And I want to go through just a few of the things that end up happening because of that. Before I do so, I want to share a story. So I was in a restaurant yesterday and I saw a young man talking to his mother. Now, I wasn't trying to listen to their conversation, but it was kind of hard to miss because they were like right next to me. And it was funny because he was talking about this new girl he met and how awesome she was. And like, this could be the one kind of thing. And the mother was clearly asking him, well, shouldn't you get a job first? I thought that was funny. So the they, your mom is probably judging you, just like this young man. But I thought that was funny. But, I could tell when he started talking about his idea of what he's going to do for his career, she was clearly worried about what they think. What are they going to think about her son having this job? And so I could tell right away that there was that underlying concern there. And that's interesting to me because we're always worried about what they think. And the chances are they aren't thinking anything. Chances are they don't care at all. It's really a narcissistic idea to think that everybody out there, a whole bunch of people out there, are really got your actions as top of mind when they really don't. I mean, people think of you when they want something from you, generally. Not all the time. I mean, some people are truly altruistic, but for the most part, people are not really thinking about you unless they want something from you. So if we put ourselves too much into this investing or conjuring up this they, then we risk giving this imaginary entity way too much power in our life. We become a victim to it. And this is what leads to disorders like paranoia or social anxiety. But I think it definitely leads to a distorted perception of reality. You think there's this reality going on of the way people are perceiving your actions, when that reality is absolutely distorted. So you can have this increased self-consciousness and fear going on in your life about what they think when there's really no they think in anything. And then it increases your self-consciousness so much, it impairs your ability to make any positive decisions in your life, or to get traction, or to go do something, or get something done, or go take on a challenge that is important for you, or go create something magnificent, because you're always worried about this fictitious they. So the worst thing that can happen by focusing too much on what this imaginary they think, you're missing opportunities for amazing personal growth. Who cares what they think? In fact, they don't care. They're not going to lift. They're not going to, I could publish 1 million articles all over social media and generally nobody's going to care. That's the reality. Nobody's out there judging you. Nobody really cares. So why let that be something that stops you from doing your dreams, or stops you from achieving greatness, or stops you from becoming the person that you really can be? So my suggestion, don't worry about what they think. I mean, don't do something that'll get you ostracized from society, of course. But honestly, the only thing holding yourself back is yourself. And the mystical they is just an excuse to not do what you should be doing. Thank you.